Hey everyone, my name is Alona and today we're going to talk about women rights and how women able to learn in the society. I'm going to wait for the first student to join the class and we're going to get started.
Hello.
Hi Alexandra, how are you?
Hello. I'm
Hello.
fine, thank you. And you?
I'm pretty good. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, I can hear you
Okay,
very well.
perfect, because I had some issues today in the Skype. I don't know why, but people couldn't hear me, so I was worried it's going to be the same in the class, but it's good. All right, how was your weekend?
It was a little boring and busy weekend because I didn't have a rest. I always
Oh,
helped my mother. Yeah.
oh, what were you doing on the weekend?
I cleaned up the apartment, the house. Then
Mm-hmm.
I went to shops, was sitting with my sisters and other things.
Okay, sounds like a really busy weekend. It was a lot of work. All right, and we have new students. Hello, Svetlana.
Hello, Alona. Hello
How?
to everyone.
Hi, how are you?
Uh, I'm still ill.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it. What happened with you? Do you have a flu?
Maybe. I don't know actually, but some of my friends have the same illness and my parents, so maybe I was, how to say it? They gave me it.
Oh, okay. So they made you sick. Are you getting any medicines, like, I don't know, cold drugs?
What?
Svetlana,
Yeah.
are you are you drinking any medicines?
Yes, I'm drinking and I hope to be better.
I hope you're gonna get better soon too.
Thank you.
Okay. Hello, Alexander.
Hello,
How are you?
fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good too. How was your weekend?
Today was this really weekend. I had a rest.
That's nice. Were you working today in the morning?
No,
Okay, that's good. All right. Hello, Niyas.
Hello,
Hello. Hi, how are you?
can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me
Fine, thank
well?
you.
Can you hear me well?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, perfect. Where are you
Yes,
from?
yes.
All right. Where are you from, Niyas?
I'm from Kazakhstan.
Okay, that's cool. How is the weather in Kazakhstan?
The weather is quite cold. It's about -10 degrees.
Mm-hmm. Is it snowy?
Yeah, the snow is everywhere.
Nice, lucky you, because here in Kiev we don't have snow. I don't feel like New Year is coming. It feels like, I don't know, just cold but no snow at all. I don't like the weather. Okay.
Oh, Kiev, it's almost Europe.
Yeah, but not snowy. All right, and we have a new student
uh,
too. Hello, Nikolai.
Alona, my sister recently sent me a picture from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of snow. I saw.
Really? That's
Yes,
nice. Lucky
like
them.
like a real winter.
Yeah, not like here. Here it's not like a real one. Nikolai, I think you should turn on your microphone because we cannot hear you. There is a button so you can unmute the microphone. Alexander, how is the weather over there?
Where?
In your city, how is the weather? Does it feel like a real winter?
Yes, it's almost like a real winter. It's
Nice.
snowing and a little bit freezing.
Okay. Are you ready for the New Year party?
Sorry?
Are you ready for the New Year party?
Yes, I always ready for
Nice.
this.
Are you going to do anything special for the New Year?
No, we're going to meet New Year with our family in home.
Okay. Does your family live in the same city?
Sorry?
Does your family live in the same city?
Yeah, yes, we live in one flat.
Oh, okay. That's nice. What about you, Nias? What are you going to do for the New Year party?
Actually, I'm not sure because we had a plan with my friends, but unfortunately, we decided to stay at home
All right.
with families.
That's not bad at all.
It's not bad actually.
Yeah.
I think it's a family
With-
celebrity.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think New Year, Christmas is like family holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes, I mean, people want to celebrate with their friends and it's just their decision. Okay, and Alexandra, what are you going to do for the New Year party? Alexandra? Okay, I don't know. She's gone. Svetlana, what about you?
I'm going to visit my relatives, so
Okay.
I will travel a lot, I suppose.
Where are you going to go? Where are you going to travel in order to meet your relatives?
They live near the Krasnodar.
How far away is it from you?
It's about 12 hours.
Really? Wow. Are you going to drive?
No,
Are you going to take a train?
to take a bus.
Okay. All right. I see. Okay, guys, let's get started. Do you see the file in the chat on the right side? Yes, do you see the file that is on the right?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, I want you to open it, so I want everyone to open it, and we're going to get started. So today we are going to talk about are women equal to men in the society? But we're going to start with reading the text of International Women's Day. And I'll just start reading it. Alexander, are you there?
Me?
Yes.
International Women's Day. International Women's Day.
But not it's Women's Day.
Women's Day. IWD is celebrated around the world on March 8 every year. It began as a campaign for better working conditions by women in New York at the turn of the 20th century. The first official IWD was on February 28, 1909.
Okay, I cannot really hear right now.
No one knows for sure why the day changed to March 8. But this is the date when thousands of women started annual marches in New York streets. The first International Women's Conference took place in 1910 in Denmark. Since then, IWD has spread around the world. Today
So it's spread around the world. Go ahead.
Today it is an important day to highlight the economic, political and social contributions women have made to our world. Women can now be happier than things are moving in the right direction.
Okay, thank you. And I'm going to ask Svetlana to continue on reading.
IWD is an official holiday in many countries, including Bulgaria, China, Cuba, Italy, Poland, Vietnam, and Zambia.
Okay, say Cuba.
Cuba.
Mm-hmm.
All across the world, men give flowers and other gifts to the women in their lives: mother, wives, girlfriends, sisters, teachers, and etc. In Portugal and Romania, women celebrate by having women-only dinners. IWD is a big event in India where people hold celebrations throughout the day. Indian men want to show how important women are to their society. All around the world, women are becoming more powerful in business, entertainment, politics, and other areas. There are over a dozen nations today with women leaders. However, IWD is still necessary to highlight the inequality millions of women still face.
Okay, thank you. Alright, let's first of all go through the words that you don't know, guys. Are there any words out of this text that you don't know? Alexander, do you know all of the words?
I forgot highlight.
Highlight, выделить, подчеркнуть.
Выделить.
Угу. Или, ну как подчеркнуть?
Dozen или dozen. Dozen.
Dozen это десятки.
Десятки? Дюжина, да?
Mm-hmm. Okay, any other words? Svetlana, Alexandra, Niyaz, do you know all of the words? Okay, Niyaz is gone. Nikolai, do you know all of the words? Okay, go ahead, Alexander.
Contributions.
Как выделять?
Тоже выделять.
Нет, ну выделять в смысле финансы. Contribute funds.
Окей.
А highlight выделять в смысле как подчеркивать что-то. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you guys a question. What inequality women are still facing around the world? Could you name it, please? So as for today, like as you understood the whole point of Women's Day, it was to get like equal rights with men, to have like equal opportunities in the life. But still, like we can read in the very end of the text, it is saying, however, International Women's Day is still necessary to highlight the inequality millions of women still face. So the question is, what inequality women are still facing around the world, and could you name it, please? Alexandra, could you answer this question, please?
Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay, did you open the file?
Yeah, I opened it.
Okay, so this is a question after the first text. It is, what inequality women are still facing around the world? I'm going to copy and I'm going to put it. Okay, you can see it in the chat. And you guys could share your opinion. Svetlana, what do you think of it?
You know that maybe in our countries it's becoming more equal conditions for both men and women.
Okay.
And maybe in Asian countries, in West countries, sometimes the women are not allowed to do something, and they have less rights.
Okay, and is there any like still inequalities that you think it still existed in Russia? Is there anything else that you consider as inequality?
You know, sometimes maybe it's not it's not connected with the rights, because officially we have the same rights, but sometimes this restriction in our minds that women, they cannot do some they cannot do some jobs really well, because they are wealth no.
What are you trying to say?
They are not so strong. They don't have good knowledge in it, or just skills to do it.
Okay, that's right.
А це питання, значить, яка нерівність у жінок зараз є? Яка нерівність?
Це питання, чому жінки не на рівні з чоловіками в нашому суспільстві?
Ага. I just know, I heard from my Muslim friends that they respect women and they always are ready to help and to be with them at any hard situation. I don't know if it's true because they are very jealous. I know it because when my friend from Iraq heard that man was doing message for me, he was really angry. He didn't talk for me maybe for 2 weeks. And I think that in their society, woman is man's ownership. They don't give women to be free to talk with other men. So as far as I'm concerned, women have to be free for doing what they want to do. Anyway, they have to be loved and understood with men.
Sure. What do you think about like Ukraine? Is there anything else in Ukraine that you find as inequality?
Maybe sometimes we can hear from husband that to women that she has to cook in the kitchen and nothing else. And it is very often in our country. It depends on family. Sometimes I know such family where men cook and clean up the flat, and it's really shock because it's very
but it's really shocking.
Shocking, yeah.
Yep. Okay. And thank you, Alexandra. And Alexander and Niyaz, what are your opinion about it? What do you guys think of it?
I think women are still facing some inequalities, such as for example, our salaries are different.
Okay, how different? Do you know, like some in numbers?
For instance, I can say that usually men earn more money than women. That is the most.
Does it depend on the
important?
Okay, but
most important key.
I got you. Does it depend on the job though, like, or for any kind of job, men still make more money than women?
Yeah, I think so. I can generalize it.
Okay.
Because in every sphere, in every area, I think men earn more money
Okay.
than women.
All right, thank you. And is there anything else?
So, and
What is that? I cannot hear you, Nias. Okay, and Alexander, what do you think?
I'm here.
Sorry?
Did you ask me something?
I will just ask Alexander right now. What is his opinion about it? He's been quiet.
What my opinion about inequality? I don't know.
Yes, exactly.
I heard that in some countries women can't drive car, and they can't open their faces.
They cannot uncover their faces. Alright. What about Russia? Is there anything that you would find as inequality towards women?
In Russia, last time women try to have behavior the same as men.
Okay.
We can see more and more women drivers. Sometimes when I drive in the afternoon, I see women in a lot of car. I think they are the most part of people.
So most of the drivers are women right now?
It seems
okay.
Like women drivers more than men drivers.
But I don't think it's an equality. I think it's good. It's like women are having the same rights, so they even can drive cars.
For you, it is good, but sometimes when we can see women driver, we try to think that they are the reasons of chaos on the roads.
What do you mean?
Traffic jam, accidents.
Oh, so you think that women are bad drivers?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I see. I don't agree with it, though. Okay, guys, let's move to the next exercise. It is in the bottom of page number 1, and choose the correct word. So we did it before, so you just need to choose the correct answer and say the word that you're choosing. And I will ask Svetlana to start the exercise.
International Women's Day is celebrated around the world on March 8 every year. It began as a campaign for better working conditions by women in New York at the turn of the 20th century.
Exactly, thank you. Svetlana, may I ask you to do the second one as well?
Okay. The first official IWD was on February 28, 1909. No one knows for sure why the date.
Which one?
Sure.
Second one, right? Yes.
What's sure? The first one. What does it mean?
Побережье.
Why the date changed to March 8, but it is the date when thousands of women started annual marches.
It's annually.
Annually.
Ежегодные marches.
Annually. Okay. Marches in.
Actually, no, Svetlana. I think it could be first one as well. I think even first one is kind of better. Started annual marches. Yeah, you're right. Okay, thank you. And Alexander, please.
Next.
Yes, please.
The first International Women's Conference took place in 1910 in Denmark. First.
Exactly. Thank you. And could you do the next sentence, please, as well?
Since then, IWD has spread around the world. Today, it is an important day to highlight the economic, political, and social contributions women have made of our world. Yes?
To our world, нашему миру. That's why it's two.
Okay.
Thank you. And Alexandra, could you continue, please?
Women can now be happier that things are moving in the right direction.
Okay. Next one.
IWD is an officially holiday.
Официальный. Officially было бы официально.
Official. Official holiday in many countries, including Bulgaria, China, Cuba, Italy, Poland, Vietnam, and Zambia.
Okay, it's Algeria and Cuba.
Algeria, Cuba.
Thank you. And Niyaz, could you go on, please?
All across the world, men
Yes.
give flowers and other gifts to the women in their lives. Mothers, wives, girlfriends, sisters, teachers, etc. Is it right?
Thank you.
Across?
And could you just, yes, all across the world. Across, which one you choose? The second one.
Yes.
The second one, yes, that's right. And could you do the next sentence as well, please?
In Portugal and Romania, women celebrate by having women-only dinners.
Exactly. Thank you. And Svetlana, could you continue? Could you do the two next ones?
IWD is a big event in India where people hold celebrations throughout the day.
Okay.
Indian men want to show how important women are to their society.
Thank you. And Niyaz, could you make two next one, please? Choose.
All around the world, women are becoming more. Is it the right sentence? All around the world, yeah?
Becoming more powerful. Second one.
Yeah. Are becoming powerful in business, entertainment, politics, and other areas.
Thank you. And can I ask Alexandra to do the last one?
Zara, this? There are over a dozen nations today with women leaders. However, IWD is still necessary to highlight the inequality millions of women still face.
Yes, exactly. Thank you. All right, here are some terms that I just want to read with you guys. And Svetlana, could you please start on reading those phrases? The first one is about women's rights.
The term women's rights refers to freedoms of women and girls of all ages. These rights may or may not be institutionalized, ignored, or suppressed by law, local custom, and behavior in a particular society. Women's rights are seen as an imperative.
Thank you. And Alexandra, could you read about equal opportunities?
Equal opportunities, the principle of treating all people the same and not being influenced by a person's sex, race, religion, etc. The advert says we are on an equal opportunities employer.
Thank you. And Niyaz, could you read about equal rights?
Having the same rights, treatment, etc. Girls and boys must have equal rights in education.
Thank you. Okay, equal status. Alexander.
Me? Okay.
Yes.
having the same position in society. Women are fighting to have equal status as their brothers.
Thank you. And could you, Alexandra, could you continue reading about feminism as well?
Feminism, the belief that women should be allowed the same rights, power and opportunities as men and be treated in the same way, or the set of activities intended to achieve this state. She had a lifelong commitment to feminism.
But to achieve это достигнуть, to achieve.
To achieve. Thank you.
Thank you. And Niyaz, could you please continue reading? Actually, it's the last one. Gender discrimination.
Refers to the belief of attitude that one gender or sex is inferior to or less valuable than the other.
Here. Is what? I couldn't hear. Yes?
Yes?
Okay. I couldn't hear. I'm sorry. I stopped hearing you after you said is okay, I'm going to continue it. Is inferior to or less valuable than the other. Okay, thank you guys.
Yes.
Okay, and we have a new student. Hello, Valerie.
Hi, Alona.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, and yourself?
I'm doing great. I haven't seen you in a while. Where were you?
I was in the same place as before. Just busy with work, and so just recently 2 friends of mine were kind enough to do me a favor, registering on the website and giving me free tickets. So today I have an ability to show up for the lesson.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
thanks.
Pretty cool. All right, and today we are talking about women are rights. Actually, the topic is are women do women have the equal rights in the society as men? And I just sent you the file. Can you see it? Can you open it?
No, I can't open it as Michael used to send me files.
Do you want me to
He was
share
like a messenger. Yeah, that would be great.
Okay, just a second, please. The connection kind of sucked today, so I hope it's not gonna get worse. Actually, for some reason, it doesn't allow me to share a file.
Okay.
I'm clicking on the green bottom on my main screen. Well, I still want you to see the file, so just a second. I'm going to try for the last time.
I can listen to other people reading out.
All right. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry about it. I cannot open it. Okay, let's move, guys, into vocabulary part. There are just a couple of words that I want you to know from this class. Say to suppress, подавлять, advocate, защищать, pursue, проводить, mandated, поручено, conscript, призывать на военную службу, refer, ссылаться с обращением. Okay, those are the words that I want you to know. And now let's move into the questionnaire part. So the first question is going to be, do you believe women are treated equally with men in your country? We talked a little bit about it, but still let's talk more about it. And I'm going to send the question into the chat so Valerie, you can see it. Okay, Valerie, what's your opinion about it?
Well, I guess that, well, all in all, I think women are more or less equal as men in the society in Russia. So I guess that women have the same rights, and there are a lot of women who make success in business. Maybe in politics they're not as successful as men. But I think that there is no oppression against women in today's society. So as far as it concerns business, for example, women have the same opportunities to make success, you know, to make a career. And I know a lot of top managers who are women, and in my opinion, they're better managers even than men, for example, because they're more conscientious, career focused, more hardworking, yes, more reliable than men.
Okay.
Men are subjected more often than women to different vices like alcohol, drinking, you know,
But then
drugs, and so
women,
on.
they might just get. Yeah, but women, they
Pardon?
might just get like pregnant. Like women, they might get pregnant, for example, and they would have to leave their job for a certain amount of time. Do you think it is a problem for women when they're getting a job?
Well, it depends on a woman. I guess that if a woman is fixed on her job, she can take 3 months time off for
Okay.
you know taking care of her baby. And I know that some women make it to come back to work just 3 months after the birth, and that's quite normal. Yes, if they're you know well-to-do enough to hire a nanny for their baby, so that's not a problem.
Okay. I'm surprised it's 3 months in Russia because here in Ukraine it's 2 years. I think it's 3 months is nothing actually. As a baby is still like too young to be left.
Well, you know that after 3 months it's quite normal in the opinion of scientists to switch a baby from
Probably.
mother's milk to artificial milk. And today in the modern world, you know, they produce artificial milk, which
Yeah,
is
I know that.
none the worse than mother's milk. So, and this way, this problem is fixed, and women can go to work.
I don't know. I wouldn't leave my baby when my baby is 3 months.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. I guess it depends on the situation. Maybe I would have to.
For example, my wife is still on a maternal leave, although our son is 2 years and 3 months old, and she plans to come back to work only after he turns 3 years old.
Okay.
So I don't insist on her going to work as soon as possible, but I wouldn't mind to actually, but it's her decision, so I don't push her.
Nice of you.
Yeah. So I have to work hard, you know, to support the family in this case.
True. Okay, thank you, Valerie. Let's move into the second question. Okay, men and women should be paid on average exactly the same amount for the same work done. Do you agree with it? And Svetlana, this question is going to be for you.
Of course, I agree. But as we can see, sometimes it is not done in our life. But of course, I would like to have the same possibilities when I know that I work as hard as another, and it doesn't matter who it is.
Sure. Okay. I agree with that. Totally. Thank you. And the next question, I guess, is going to be for all of you. So 20% of members of parliament in most of the countries are women. Should parliament pass a law requiring 50% of all members to be women? Why or why not? Valerie, that's what you mentioned. So, this is an interesting, actually, issue that is noticeable in every country. Most of the parliament members are men. So why do you think it is so? Yes, Alexander, I want you also to participate in conversation. What do you think, Alexander?
I think it shouldn't be 50-50
Okay.
I think mind of women and men is different, and the balance of men and women in parliament will be in that proportion
Okay.
which it will happen. Do you understand?
No. I
No?
think that's what I understood. You're saying is that the mind of women and men are different.
I want to say that if 20% of members of parliament are women, that means that should be like that.
Okay. So nothing should be changed.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you. And Niyaz, what is your opinion about it? Niyaz, are you there? I assume he is not. Okay, Alexander, what is like? Okay,
About the
Niyaz is
question
here.
number 3.
Yes, about 20% of members of parliament in most of countries are women.
I'm here.
What?
Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you. Hello? Okay, Niyaz is gone. All right, Alexander, what's your opinion about it?
I think that if a woman was 50% in parliament,
Yeah. If women were.
if women were, yeah, I don't know how to construct this sentence. If women were
That's right.
50% of parliament, maybe some problems of country will be
What kind of problems?
any problems. I mean that they are more sensitive to humanity, and
Okay.
maybe it will be better.
All right. Yeah, I heard this phrase. I don't know where I read it, but it was saying if countries would be ruled by women, so there would be like lots of countries that are not talking to each other, but the peace is going to be in the world, something like that. So yeah, it could be. And Valerie, what do you think about it?
Well, first of all, I'm not really focused on the gender of members of the parliament. So for me, what matters is if that parliament person is really good at his job, and it doesn't matter if he's a man or a woman. And I think that there shouldn't be any artificial limits or barriers for men to make it to become a member of the parliament. So I deem it to be completely incorrect to set different limits like 50-50. It's absolutely wrong. So I think that in our country, in both the Ukraine and Russia, there is democracy, and well, at least we believe so. And but again, on the other hand, I agree that women can be more effective in the parliament. First of all, they're less likely to involve in red tape, in corruption cases, and I think they are, on the whole, they are more honest than men. Yes, but I'm not sure of their efficiency in jobs, fulfilling their obligations. But as for their honesty and being from getting involved in criminal more reliable in this case. So, but I think that it's completely wrong to set up barriers for men, to make it to the parliament.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the wrong approach.
Sure. Thank you. Niyaz, can you hear me right now?
Alona, would you air your view on it? Maybe you disagree or agree with me with my opinion. What's your idea?
Well, as for women, honestly, I don't think that women are more likely to be more honest than men, because we had women in the parliament, and as an experience, it showed us
Yep.
that they're not really honest. And but I think there are like still the issue was that we do not have enough women here in the parliament, specifically in Ukraine. But I think the issue is with that is just because they do not want to get into the parliament, not because they're not being accepted there or something like that. It's just they don't want to be part of their parliament. They don't want to be politicians. And I think it's the same all over the world. It's just a stereotype that there are less women in the parliament, but it's not because they are not allowed to, it's just because they don't want to. I think if they would really try to get into the parliament, they would. So it's just a stereotype, I believe so.
Mm-hmm. That's all about how to say it. Be craving for a third word for this. You know, thirst for being in the authorities. Yeah.
Sure.
This word has slipped from my mind. Gosh. Okay.
Okay, the connection is really bad right now. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Okay, now I hear you. Did you memorize a word?
Well, no, it's not coming to my mind.
Okay. When you're going through memorizing.
Well, I can say it in Russian, of course.
Sure, go ahead.
Чистолюбивый.
Oh. Чистолюбивый? Like I don't know even. I'm not sure what is our exact translation to the word. I could describe it in English, but I cannot really translate it. Okay, let's move on to it when we're going to remember.
Maybe vain, not vanity. Yes, vain.
Vanity.
That's the. Yeah.
Vain.
It's all about vanity. Yeah.
Okay.
Is the adjective vain for the noun vanity?
Vain.
Vain.
Vain это вообще вена, по-моему. Vanity is the one that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the adjective for the noun vanity then?
Vanity is the adjective.
No, vanity is a noun. And what's the adjective for vanity then?
Not sure. Vanity. I think it could be used as an adjective.
I'm not sure.
Okay. I will check on it. I'll let you know. Okay, guys, let's move to page number 5, and we're going to read the text about the Israeli army. And Alexandra, can I please ask you to start on reading?
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
What is your opinion about following this?
What is that?
I just can't find where I have to read.
Oh, it's page number 5, pretty much in the bottom of the page.
Israel and army?
Yes.
Israel and army. Israel is the only country where a military service is obligatory for both men and women. Women constitute approximately a third of the conscripts and close to 20% of the standing professional army. In 2003, the military conscript some 77% of the cohort of 18-year-old Jewish men and 59% of the cohort of 18-year-old Jewish women. Jewish. What does it mean, Jewish?
Еврейский.
Еврейский. Men and women serve for different lengths of time. In 2002, compulsory military service for men was 36 months. For women, it was increased from 21 or 24 months. Men serve in the reserves until the age of 45, women until 24. However, with rare exceptions, women were never called to do reserve service until 2002.
Okay, it's service.
Service.
Okay, and what is compulsory, Svetlana? Could you explain as a word? Svetlana, are you there?
I don't remember, I'm sorry.
Okay, Valerie, could you explain what is compulsory?
Compulsory means obligatory.
Yeah.
You have to do it. You must do it.
Mm-hmm. So compulsory military service is like you have to go to army, for example. It's like there's no way.
Compulsory service means that
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, as we read, Israel is the only country where military service is obligatory. So, obligatory in this kind of meaning could be like compulsory also. Alright, let's move into the questionnaire part. Should women serve in army? Why or why not? So, serve in army, we can like change with our new words that we just learned. Should women be conscripted to the army or should women serve in the army? What do you think about that, guys? Like, why only men are supposed to do it, not women? And
well, it's natural for men to serve in the army and to be ready to defend their motherland in case of a war. And it's just the nature of men, to have this fighting, nature. As for women, they're mothers or future mothers.
okay.
And first of all, they should take care of family, and to be like after the backs of their men, husbands. And so I think that there shouldn't be any compulsory service for women. But if a woman is willing to serve in the army, of course, she can join the army. And as there is some need in women, I guess, in military, nurses and doctors, and there are some assistant like jobs in the army. So yeah.
Okay, thank you.
So that's my opinion.
Thank you, Valerie. And Svetlana, what's your opinion about
my
it?
pleasure.
Maybe if the situation needs women to take part in all these events, to stand for your country and to help if they're strong enough to do some of jobs in army, maybe they can do it. But of course, society should understand that if all of people are taking part in it, there is no anybody else to keep a house, to grow up children, to keep alive. Yes, to be in army, to fight. I don't know. I try to think about, because it's really it makes the rights, the same rights for women and men, and why only men should stand for their country. But I don't know. I don't think that we should be really equal.
Yeah, in some sense, I agree with you. I don't think that we should be like completely equal to men because still we're like just naturally we're different. Okay, thank you. And Alexandra, what's your opinion about it?
I think that in army women have to be nursery to help that who are hurt, but to serve in the army it's not our work. We are not so strong and we are not created for it. But for someone, it is very interesting and they live by it and do all their best for it.
Okay.
So I think it depends on person who don't want to serve in army.
Okay. That's right. Okay. Do you guys have any other opinions towards it?
Well, I think that I feel sorry for women in the army, of course, because this kind of labor is too hard for women, and it's typical for men to bear such burden, to live in the army, to face such difficulties, and it's not a game, of course, and men are men are fitter and more suitable for the army than women.
Exactly. Yes. At least they would be paid a lot. Then I think it would be better. But unfortunately, in our countries, even the men in the armies are getting paid really low amount of money, which is not enough at all. Like, I know that in the United States there are way more women in army, but of course they are not doing the same jobs as as men do. They just do some, I don't know, like computer jobs, let's say, like in the office. However, they're still considering being in the army, so that's much better. Okay, alright guys, do you have any questions on as for today's class? And Valerius, I texted you in the chat. I'm not sure if you saw it. I think the adjective is vainly, but I'm going to double check it later on.
Well, I checked myself, and vain, yes, vain is the adjective for the noun vanity.
Yeah, so it could be like vainly sometimes used.
Vain, yes.
Thank you. Alright guys, it was really nice having a class with you, and I hope to see you all tomorrow, and you have guys a great evening and a great Sunday, and see you all soon.
Yeah, Alona, I feel sorry that you cancelled yesterday's class because
I'm sorry.
Yesterday's topic, world politics, was I was looking forward to joining that class yesterday.
I can move
so
that.
Maybe you will raise this topic.
Sure.
Yeah, raise this topic.
Yeah, if it's interesting, for sure, I can definitely do that.
It's very actual topic.
All right.
We can discuss just as much as we can about this topic.
Exactly. Yeah, there is a lot to talk about it. Okay, guys.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I might move it for tomorrow if I can. If Michael will let me do that, I will just switch I will switch it with the tomorrow's class, but I cannot promise on it. I hope so. Alright, thank you guys.
Tell Michael to fix these technical difficulties, It's not really good. The connection is bad.
Yeah, definitely will do.
Thank you.
Alright, thank you guys. See you later. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
Bye. See you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.